The next one isn't one, but it is the highest grossing film of 1918.
Yes. And also retained the number one most ticket sales of any movie up until 1937.
Wow.
This shares the spot with of number one ticket sales with only four other movies: Gone
Damn.
with the Wind, Snow White, which took the crown from it,
Mm.
The Ten Commandments, and Sound of Music. Those and Mickey, this movie,
Wow.
which are the only movies that have had the most ticket sales of any movie ever.
Damn. Yeah. Truly, this was the Spider-Man No Way Home of 1918.
Maybe it'll be dethroned.
I doubt. I mean, it is wild how much going by ticket sales, like how much bigger movies were, because they also played for so much longer, you know.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, this was also kind of a late edition where we're like, we should probably talk about one of the biggest like blockbusters before blockbusters were a thing, kind of like
Mm-hmm.
Mickey, directed by F. Richard Jones and James Young, and starring Mabel Normand, and is very much a Mabel Normand vehicle. It is the only film produced under the Mabel Normand Feature Film Company, which was her
Mm-hmm.
like label. She was like, I'm making movies for me. And she got one, and it was like the biggest movie of the year. But I think it sat on a shelf for over a year. I think she
Yeah.
shot it in like 1916 or 1917. I guess it's a rom com, a screwball comedy of sorts.
Yeah, I mean, well, it sat on the shelf for so long because they didn't know what to do with it. Because this movie's like a lot of different things.
Right. Yeah.
It's got dark elements, it's got sad elements, it's got romance, comedy. Uh, but yeah, at its root, it is a kind of fish out of water story.
Mm-hmm.
Um, a Fresh Prince kind of scenario, uh, where she goes into town and makes some trouble with a dog, and she's sent off to her aunt in Long Island, her rich
Right.
aunt in Long Island.
Yeah.
You know.
Oh yeah, it starts in like a mining town in California. I immediately thought, oh, Blake Snyder would love this movie because she saves a cat right at the beginning of the movie. A little Save the Cat reference for all the screenwriting students out there.
Not me.
Blake Snyder wrote a book called Save the Cat, where he's like, every movie should start with a character doing something good, like saving a cat, so then the audience will like them. And it's kind of I don't know. I only know about it because I feel like a lot of screenwriters now are like, that's dumb.
This is the kind of stuff you guys talk about in your guild.
I am not in the guild. I just listen to script notes a lot.
I was thrown for a loop twice within the first minute of this movie because the mine that they work at is called Tomboy Mine, which is must have meant something else. Uh, and
It's a boy named Tom. What are you talking about?
and then there are two characters named Mickey, the main character, and then her like adoptive mom who is Minnie,
Mm.
Mickey and Minnie like in the same movie.
Oh.
What? What?
Oh. Mayhaps
Mayhaps.
Mr. Disney took a few things from this film. I don't know. That's a conspiracy theory to throw out there.
I mean, in a way, I wouldn't be surprised. Like this movie was huge, right? And
Yeah.
like,
I'm sure he knew about it.
though they don't have a ton of scenes together, like maybe he just liked the way the two names sounded together.
Yeah. Yeah. You heard it here first, folks.
Scoops.
There's a lot of machinations in this movie involving like mine ownership,
Yeah.
which I didn't entirely follow. There is also, I mean, it's pretty fast paced. There's a lot of stunts and sort of like fights and car chases and things too.
Mm-hmm.
Falling off roofs, driving cars in front of trains.
Yeah, it's like action set pieces in this too. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a pretty. It is like you said. Like there's a lot going on, but it has a kind of. It makes sense that this movie made such an impact, I guess, or like made so much money that it does kind of feel like one of those like four quadrant. It's like it's got something for everybody. It's got a little romance, it's got some comedy, it's got action. It's got sad parts. It's got it all.
Mm-hmm.
Another thing that I just thought of it is like Spider-Man because it was a big blockbuster movie that came out during a pandemic. So there you go.
Oh yeah, true. Yeah. It's also like Iron Giant in that a squirrel runs up someone's pants.
Exactly. Yeah. I was about to say that. One thing that struck me about it is the editing is kind of weird. There's a lot of shots that look like they're about to do something cool, and then it will cut away. There's a lot of things where like it looks like they're gonna do an iris in, and then they'll cut away before it finishes, and I'm like, what? Just let it finish, you know? Or like the camera will start to move in a cool way, and they'll cut away very quickly. So I'm wondering if this movie was at one point recut, or if it was just the editor didn't really know what they were doing as much. The other thing that struck me about it, I guess, is just that Mabel Normand, very good at her job.
Yeah. I think she's very charming in this movie.
Yeah. I feel like she's another kind of silent comedy star that I had like a little bit of like a vague awareness of, but once we started doing this, I wanted to watch more of her movies because she was like one of the biggest, early movie stars, especially in comedy, and I feel like gets forgotten about very, very easily.
She was the original Melissa McCarthy.
Sure, yeah.
It doesn't make any sense. Just a comedy lady.
Yeah. Something that I remember we saw, I think it was in The Ocean Waif, is there's a scene in this of a man sort of charmingly threatening a woman with a gun, which is like a silent comedy gag that I'm like, what? Whose idea was this? I don't know if I have a lot else to say about it. It's fun. It's charming. Mabel Normand is very funny, and I feel like it has a good sense of kind of naturalism also. Like that is always something that I think sticks out to me in silent movies, is when people give really sort of naturalistic performances, because it's not what we think of when we think of silent movies, especially comedies. We think of very big, broad, sort of pantomime-y things, which there was a lot of in these movies, but it's always nice to see that it isn't just that. They're not on one wavelength the whole time.
Yeah, I liked it okay. I thought, like most movies that are extremely popular, I feel like it's got like broad appeal, I guess I'll say.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's a fun story. There's some good gags got out of her kind of schisms between her and her rich cousins.
Right.
And then it has a happy ending where she becomes a millionaire.
Yeah.
But you'll have to watch to find out how that happens. The answer is mine ownership machinations.
Yeah, weird mine ownership stuff. This is also another movie from 1918 about a young woman who gets yelled at for not being ladylike enough. So that was something in the zeitgeist for sure.
That could have been our segue if we tied this together.
Probably would have been a better one than whatever one that we use. But you know what? Live and learn.
Well, I guess that'll do it.
I think so.
We talked about a lot of movies. 1918. It's a whole slew of them.
Ugh.
Anyway,